Hi Jamie, so as part of the feedback section in my assignment, I'm going to be giving you some recommendations on how to improve your golfing performance. I'm going to go through a few recommendations which I think are quite important to yourself in terms of improving performance in golf. The first one I'm going to be looking at is foot placement through the whole swing, which is quite important obviously with the research I've provided. Your left arm coming up to the swing, then the follow through, that's quite important. That's where you're going to get control and essentially your power that's going to go through the swing. I'll start off with foot placement. So if we leave the club for now, foot placement is quite important. So you need your feet shoulder width apart in quite a comfortable position, and what I spoke about in my assignment was distribution of weight. So if you look at the assignments that I've provided with you, if you have a look at throughout the whole swing, it's broken down into steps. You'll see on the starting position 50-50. As you're raising your club up, your weight's going to be distributed to your right, and that's where your power is going to be coming from, okay? So all the way here, so your weight's on the right knee. As you reach up right to the top, as you come to the follow through, that's when your weight distributes from the right to the left, okay? So it's really important. If I just do the full swing, you'll see a live action of it. So 50-50. Okay, so if you can slow this video down, you'll be able to see as this is coming up, my body weight's going onto the right leg, and then at top point and coming all the way down, that's when you follow through is really important, okay? So if you attempt this a few times, it's nice and easy just before you hit a shot. If you just go through this routine and start to break it down. I went through a few shots with you at Boston Range, and you were quite quick to go through each shot. If you do nice and steady, shoulder width apart, go through. You don't need to be using hitting a ball at the minute, as long as you keep the club, or you can do it without the club as well. Just go through the swing. Do it one more time with you. Okay, so really important. So along with weight distribution, I said your feet throughout the whole process was a little bit off as well. So you keep your feet stationary right at the start, and one thing that you need to be changing is as you've gone through the shot, you moved both feet, and your left leg opened up a little bit, which you see through the notational analysis. So you're keeping your feet close together, and it's important to know that throughout the whole shot, the only foot that should really be moving is your right foot, okay? That's when you're twisting round. So you're keeping them nice and stationary throughout the whole shot. So up here, you're keeping them the same, and as you're coming through, your left leg's staying the same, and then that's when you're twisting up. So that's when your right foot, if I don't go through it really quickly with you, so nice and stationary, 50-50 weight distribution, going right up to the top, keeping your eye on the ball as well. Okay, so that rotation is quite important. Like I said in the previous drill, you can go through it again just before you take a shot, and then you can do it without the club as well. So just go through it. Okay, so it makes a massive difference. That's where you're going to get your power from, because the hips are quite important within a golf swing to alleviate that power. What you were doing, you were going through like this, and then open up the body, so the shot can go anywhere. It hasn't really got any direction. If with just that right foot rotating, you can stay quite central, and then the ball should go where you want it to go. Another one that I want to go through with you is looking at the ball itself. What you tend to do is, whilst the club was coming up, you're looking at the club instead of the ball. Now that's again going to affect your shot position and shot selection. So it should be eye on the ball and going through. Okay. Hi Jamie, so I've been through a couple of drills with you already. I'm just going to show you one more, which is the left arm in terms of the whole swing, okay? As I've already provided recommendations for you, literature is out there to support this, that the left arm is quite important throughout the swing. If you look at your notational analysis and look at the videos I've provided with you, you can see as you're doing the swing, this left arm's quite bent. So throughout the whole swing, you're coming up and the whole club is coming behind you, but more importantly, this the angle here is a bit too small. Okay, so if I give you an example of what should be your routine should be like, you should have weight distribution quite central, looking at the ball, and then keeping that arm straight. Okay, so you're not coming down too low, which you was quite often. You're going through like that and bending down. It should be nice and straight, back straight, keeping your left arm straight, and the rotation and the movement should occur in this area, okay, instead of the elbow. So keeping that straight all the way up, you should reach about there until your left arm's straight, and the movement where you should be bending your arm is your right arm. So right up to the top, that's where the movement should be occurring. Keeping your left arm straight, and as you can see, my right arm's starting to bend, and when you get to the point you want to reach, which is the maximal point, that's when you do the follow through. Okay, nice and easy. You can practice this. You don't need to use a club either. You can use anything. I know a lot of research out there says you can use like a water bottle or something to have in your arm and just focus on the left arm being straight. Go for it one more time. Another thing you can do is slow this video down, and you can see my technique. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be what you need to be doing in order to progress in golf. So nice and easy. Weight distribution, which I said in the previous video. Back straight, keeping your eye on the ball, staying nice and central. Left arm straight, right arm bent, then all the way through. And that rotation in the hips allows that power of the ball to go as far as you can. Okay, one more time. So cool. Hopefully this improves your performance and you're going to benefit from this.